Hello viewers, welcome to Hila-P Sports and Entertainment TV. We are back again. CB, and welcome to the show. This is a
Thank you very
weekend
much.
review, and we'll be discussing. Let us start with what really played out right there at the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. You know, we saw many big teams facing each other in the Premier League. The Premier League teams facing each other, and mostly, no, the ones we expected, going on time today. The surprising ones, we never expected really happened. In fact, mostly that Wednesday game really showed that yes, that there are those who are really serious with this cup, or those who are who still lost from, and they are still going down.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Swansea. Swansea City up against City. They started with that game, beating City by a goal, leading City by a goal to nil. But at the end of the day, City had to beat them by 3-1.
Yes, we should give them. I think it's kudos to them for even getting ahead to score first in that game
place,
because
yes.
Nobody actually expected them to score.
Nobody. I never said,
scoring first.
Like what you did. I think what was your prediction?
I think I gave City 3-0.
3-0, and which you really got it well. But at the end of the day, they said once they said no, we need to score. we have to put one at the back of the net.
Yeah, but still, okay. I'll just give it to Swansea. I'll just maybe they tried their best.
Okay, they did their
against
best
Manchester City. So
okay. And Arsenal had to dug it out with Brighton, and they showed their superiority, and they had to the young boys had to beat Brighton by 2-0.
Yes, if you watch that game, I think even though we predicted that Arsenal were going to beat them, but Brighton actually had so many opportunities, chances upon chances that they wasted all of them.
Yes.
So if they have scored maybe one or two chances, maybe it would have been a different outcome. But, unfortunately for them, they are out of the Carabao Cup.
Now here comes the champions, Liverpool. Being beaten at home right there at Anfield by same Crystal Palace. Like what you said that day. You said that these are the team that beat them in the competition. After beating them in the competition, they had to trash them in the Premier League, and now
they came up and
they have been eliminated from the Carabao Cup. No, same 3-0 at home.
I mean, nobody expected this
at home.
That much.
And Slot is a bit confused because him saying he was he kind of calling out Chelsea, calling out Man City, and calling them okay that after he made changes that nobody he didn't see anybody at the bench. Okay, does it mean that the boys who you brought from the academy they're no longer expected to be called players?
Yeah, I think and a Slot has lost.
This is after spending £4 million.
Exactly. He spent all those money, brought in new reinforcement, and then you don't even have an idea of your first team, who your first 11 is, what your formation is, because the formation he's been playing this season, he's been on and off. He chooses this formation. After some time, he changes it. So there's that he's playing players out of position.
Are we saying that Slots, his first season in the Premier League was just all about voodoo?
Well, I think I'll just give it to Jurgen Klopp. I think he came in and inherited a stable team. A team that has been organized.
But why destroying by yourself? At the end of the day, you met a team that is very organized.
That's different between good coaches and bad coaches.
Okay. Because we never expected it.
Of course.
Because
everybody expected him to build from when he came
and took the Premier League by storm and won that trophy, in his first title in the first season. I was expecting him, okay, since this man is doing this, even everybody was scared. Everybody was like, people are going to dominate the Premier League for the next 5-10 years. But we are not seeing the reality.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. And I don't think they are going to come out of this bad situations so soon.
Yeah.
When you look at the team and the way they play, you just agree with me that there's no hope. There's no. We're not even seeing the ending. It's not like they are going to work it out very soon. As it is now, it's if Liverpool qualify for Champions League next season, I think I'll be surprised. But the way they are going is very difficult.
Okay, there's something you need to know also. The last time Liverpool lost 6 straight matches, that was in 1970 something. and they were later relegated that particular year.
Okay.
Are we seeing a repeat of that?
I don't think it will get to that. I don't think there's any reason to start
Doubting the players at the moment.
considering
Then that there will be relegation. But you never can tell. It starts this way.
Well,
Before you know
it might not, even if it's going to happen, it's definitely not this season.
Because as it stands,
Because they still have all those top players. No matter how bad they play, no matter how
they can't be. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Can't be. Okay.
But what the problem is now, if Liverpool does not qualify for Champions League, it's as good as relegation for them.
Definitely,
having come from
the champions. I think the long hand weighted hammer might land on Slot's head.
Of course,
okay.
If he continues this way, of course, this man has been losing matches week in, week out.
Okay, the long awaited return of Hila-P came, and we saw him up again. He'd been introduced in the second half against Wolves, and. At the end of the day, he came in. He didn't spend up to 20 minutes, and he left. By receiving his matching orders. I don't know, because Chelsea, we have been complaining about this Chelsea indiscipline, especially in that team. But there's a news we got that the team management and the coaches, they met with the players and they gave sanction that any player who messes up and picks any unnecessary red card will be sanctioned and be fined. I think, but I'm surprised, because what happened against Wolves,
it's surprising and it's crazy. It's stupidity, the highest level of stupidity. This guy came in. He's been away due to injury
2 months
for 2 months.
Good.
And then you came back. This is your first game. You are playing against Wolves, whom you are leading by 3 goals to nothing.
Yes.
Do you understand? I think at the moment it was 3-0. 3 goals to nothing. Wolves are not even doing anything to even come back in the game. There was no need to be aggressive. There was no need to fight. And then he picked up a yellow card, an unnecessary yellow card in the first instance. And the coach was on the sideline telling you repeatedly,
please
calm down.
The
coach said he told him like 4 times, calm down.
And he went on.
What else do you want somebody to do for you not to pick up that second yellow card? But this team went ahead. But this
is the moment that you are really needed. They have been nursing your injury all this one. You're expecting you to come back. And at the end of the day, and the thing really stopped Chelsea, because it really affected them. Because
of course, the only proven number 9 they were using was Pedro.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no substitute. Even though we always have there was always McGill and maybe George.
Yeah.
But the team needed a proven striker to
at least in the next game against Spurs.
Yes, of course, they needed a proven striker to help Joao Pedro.
Yes,
do you understand? But he just came in, and everybody was like, "Okay." The Chelsea fans, they were excited that he's back.
There's the difference that a game you are commanding, you are on top of your game. You are really on top of. You are really dominating this game. You are ahead of this guy.
Of course, there was no need to be aggressive.
Even without Liam coming in,
they would have still beaten them.
Because I don't see the reason why.
There was no need. I think it was not. If you looked at the fouls, it wasn't like he was looking to play the ball. Intentionally,
just muzzling.
Intentionally.
There's this. I've watched Liam Delap closely, and I've looked at him. Okay, Liam Delap have this combination of Diego Costa, part of Costa is someone that
Costa knows how to smart. He doesn't really do all this kind of
I think he needs to work on himself, because the manager is really furious, really furious.
Exactly.
He slammed him for him to openly, for the first time, Enzo Maresca coming out to slam a player.
Yes, I think it's the best decision for the club to come out and say that there will sanction players who pick up unnecessary.
Like what Malogusto did against you were winning. Nottingham Forest. You really did
very crazy. There was no need. There was no need. You've already won the match. Just calm yourself down.
That was after that game that Chelsea board now said no. This is a high time. Then we need to talk to these boys. I think then now
they've collected 5 red cards. If you include the coaches, only to be 6 red cards in the season. Now, the season just started.
At least we're looking at it. There's nothing like we cannot blame the one that Chalobah picked. We can't blame
even Sanchez.
Even Sanchez is okay.
Even from footballing point of view, you understand that this thing happens.
Even the manager's own was because he never expected.
Yes, of course. That one is still normal.
But if you're looking at Gusto and Liam Delap's
Delap's.
red card. It's really ridiculous. But let's see how maybe now that he has been sanctioned and fined, let's see how it's going to be, because they might even suspend him in some games, because
I think he should learn his lessons.
Definitely.
I think he should learn his lesson. If he's having a short temper, I think he should be able to
work on himself. He's a young player,
manage his
a very young player,
well,
a very young player. Okay, now the lastly but not least, Newcastle had to beat Tottenham right there home by 2-0, and we expected Tottenham to give them the run of their money. But
exactly.
You already said that Newcastle will be definitely ahead, because when looking at them, they are picked the form, they are picked where they left last season, and they are really kicking ahead.
Yeah, they are pushing very hard at the moment now, and if they continue this way, it's going to really help them come the end of the season. And
so what can you say about Spurs? Spurs, going there to not be able to even score a goal.
Well, the Tottenham Hotspur, even though it's not just them, but a lot of teams in this Premier League has not really been stable. They will go up today and go down.
Especially Spurs, you have been saying that
Spurs, and especially in the cup game, because even in Champions League, they've not really been stable. They've been going up and down.
And they have Chelsea this weekend.
Yes, it's going to be a very huge test, not just for them, for both of them, because both of them have not been stable.
Definitely. Okay, viewers, this is the Carabao Cup review. We have discussed about what really transpired right there on Wednesday, and the big boys facing each other, and they're asking most of their own, because Chelsea had to ask Wolves, and Newcastle thrashed Tottenham, and Liverpool we are trashed also by Crystal Palace, while Arsenal we are ahead of getting the better of Brighton right there at the Emirates. And and Man City normally they had to do what they did against Swansea. CBN, and the quarterfinals the draws is out, and Chelsea will be going to face Cardiff, and while City will be right there against I think City will be against we're playing against Newcastle, yes. While Arsenal will be playing Crystal Palace. And who again? I think I think so. I think for now, and then it's four fixtures. Yeah. So
Arsenal,
Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Cardiff, City, Newcastle. Then while
which other team is there?
I think
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace has now. Because we have we now have Fulham. We'll be facing.
Yes.
I think Fulham. No, sorry,
Fulham. It's
Fulham. Yes, Fulham. Fulham will be facing. I think is it Brentford or I think Brentford will be facing City.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I think the quarterfinal, Let me just get it.
I think Fulham will be facing. I think it's Man City, Newcastle. I'm sure of Chelsea, Cardiff, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, which is like Arsenal, Crystal Palace is like the biggest game in that quarterfinal, because these are
City will be up against Brentford.
Okay.
City will be up against Brentford right there at the City home Etihad Stadium. Now Arsenal will be hosting Crystal Palace at the Emirates. Why Cardiff will host Chelsea? Then finally we will now have Newcastle up against Fulham.
Well, I think the team that got the easiest of the fixtures is Chelsea.
Chelsea going to Cardiff. But one thing about this particular cup is that underdogs always surprises the top.
Yeah, but the favorites will always be the favorites. Anything can still happen in
definitely. Looking at Newcastle, Fulham, and I see I don't see Fulham surviving right there.
I think it would be very difficult for Fulham to come out.
The truth is that even I've looked at this thing. Going to St. James Park is not an easy.
Normally, it's never an easy fixture when you're going to their home.
Yes, they
always have a packed full of their fans. And
then do you see Palace pulling a surprise against Arsenal?
Yeah, it's very much possible, because I expect Arsenal normally to bench some players
after what they did against Liverpool.
Yeah, and I expect Arsenal to bench some players. And if Newcastle decides not to bench some players as well and play Arsenal's second team, it cannot end well for us. If Crystal Palace decide not to bench their players, maybe play to their full strength against a second team Arsenal, it might not end well for Arsenal, because that Newcastle.
Brentford, who are also serious in this competition, up against City.
Still, it's but I think it will be easier for Brentford.
So after Chelsea fixture, I think there's no other big. There's no
No,
other.
no, there's no. I
There's
think
no other Premier League.
Arsenal.
These are Premier League clubs.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Okay, let's see how it goes when it comes to December 16th, which when these fixtures will be played. Thank you, viewers, for staying with us. This is still the Carabao Cup review. We'll be back shortly with the weekend review of how the Premier League is concerned. Stay with us, and we'll be right back. Thank you.